Okay, it's recording now,
Okay.
at least on my side. Okay. Do you want to start?
Sure. Okay. So, um, I read chapter 22, and basically I did it for my discussion too, but I just thought it was really interesting because it's weird because as an athlete, I feel like sports has taught me so much and throughout the chapter it was talking about if it's a mobility escalator and like it explained. Oh God, sorry, I'm trying to read my note card. It said how athletes tend to have more benefits throughout their life than non-athletes, I guess. Which I think is I think it could be true to an extent. I mean, I feel like non-athletes still have the same opportunities and stuff, but
Yeah.
I feel like from being an athlete, sports has taught me so much qualities and traits like leadership and being disciplined, having responsibilities and being held accountable and stuff. So I feel like if the question is is sport a mobility escalator, I think it would be, just because as an athlete I feel like it's helped me so much, and I can talk to people easily because of sports and just stuff like that. um so and oh yeah, it also said that highly competitive environments can lead to attitudes and behaviors that employees look for, and I agree with that because like I think it could be the same in a workplace, because it could be a highly competitive workplace in a way. And so I feel like that could give people who played sports an advantage over people who just didn't. I don't know.
Well, like you're more used to like competing with others, like trying to get to that spot. And like, whereas like someone who's never played sports like won't be they won't be as competitive, I don't think. Or like
Yeah, I
yeah,
agree with that.
that's
Yeah.
so the chapter I read was chapter 21, the big time college sports plantation. And it kind of compared like college athletes to kind of like during the slave era, and it was saying that a lot of college athletes don't get paid, so it's kind of like free labor while the like big corporations get money for like the athletes representing their college. And
Yeah.
let's see, I'm trying to find, and a lot of times um college athletes they like a lot of coaches will like abuse them mentally, and they like usually take that. And
Yeah.
it's because they're so used to like, because we're so used to like, oh well, we need to get better, it's like our fault, but like they get used to that. And then like also
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree with that because I'm trying to find your discussion because I read it but I didn't respond to it. But um this is I don't know if this is related, but do you think um college athletes should be paid?
I think so, yes, I think so. That's
Okay, I
what I
agree
think.
with that.
I know some people don't agree because they're like, well, some of us get money for or I think it mentions something like there's like an argument to that, saying that like we get paid for like books, tuition, and stuff like that. But I disagree with that because you know how many hours we put into like practice and
Yeah,
games and waking up early for weights and all that. So I think that kind
yeah,
of, because we don't get actual money, like for us, they
yeah,
just pay for like our rooms or like
yeah. And I don't know. I know for one of my responses to somebody, I do think that college athletes should be paid because it's just you put in so much work. Especially I can't even imagine D1 athletes at big
yeah,
schools, just
yeah.
because how much of a job it would be, and it's just so much. Because so yeah, I do think that. But I'm trying to find your response, but I don't know where it is on this
I don't
thing.
think I wrote a discussion on this chapter. This is kind of a new chapter. I think I wrote one on the I don't know if it was like Puerto Rican baseball players basically, but
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay,
so I
okay.
wrote a different one. But let's see what else. Saw something in here I liked. Yeah, I just thought it was cool, like they compared kind of like a historical event to like how like big time court like the NCAA like takes advantage of athletes. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Your screen like froze, but okay, that's at least you can hear me. And they also like I think in the chapter it talks about how they have spies. Like we don't have a lot of privacy because you know how they make us do drug tests. I don't know if at Tusculum they do, but like I know D1 colleges they do. So,
Yeah.
like no privacy at all.
Yeah. Yeah. I just, I don't know, like, it's weird, like, how just, like, I mean, do you think, like, I guess, hold on, I'm trying to think of how to word this question. Like, how, like, do you think, I guess, like, athletes are, I don't know if underrepresented is the word, but, like, do you know what
Yeah,
I'm trying to say, like, from the NCAA?
I think it mentions that on there because it says like we represent the school, we provide the most funding for the school, and then we don't get paid and we don't get like recognized. It's like, oh, the
Yeah.
program gets recognized, but us individually do not get recognized.
Yeah.
And it mentions it
Yeah.
there. Let's see if I can find that page. Yeah, it says in here like they they don't get like we don't get individual like recognition. Like we
Yeah.
get funded by like we have like Under Armour and like we don't get represented, but the school does, and they get all the.
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Let's see. I know I okay, somebody had posted like I think this kind of goes into it. Let's see what chapter they did.
Okay.
Um, it was like they asked like if collegiate contracts should like control the athlete's life. And like I don't think it should control like because I don't know, I don't know why I just like thought of that when you were saying that just because like I don't think it should control but like I feel like some people are like oh like well they're representing the school so like if you play for the school like you have to follow the school's
Yeah.
rules and like so I don't know that's like a tough one because like I don't think it should have like full control but like I think it's a like in the aspect of like what you post on social media and like your like behavior, I guess. If
Hmm.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think it mentions that like athletes like we sign to like a 4-year contract, but really that contract only takes care of the 1 year, and like we only get our books tuition paid for that 1 year, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
it mentions that like it kind of like it's not fair because it mentions something like coaches like when they leave they're not, oh, you have to stay 4 years, they can just leave whenever they want to, but like I say if
Yeah.
we want to go to a different school they're like, well, you're signed under a contract, you can't do that yet, and
Yeah.
then you have to get approved or something like. So that's what that
Yeah.
means. So yeah, a lot of your
Yeah.
like what you're saying is kind of already in the chapter, so I think it's kind of fits in.
Hmm. But yeah, I wish I had the book to like go through like the pages and
Yeah,
stuff. But
at least I have the book to kind of scroll through.
yeah.
That really stinks that you didn't have them like your book on you.
Yeah. It's okay though. Maybe I can get it mailed to me. But um yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I'm trying to think of one more thing to talk about, but let's see. I guess okay, I guess I'll ask you a question. I asked this in my discussion, but I'll just ask you. Um, like going back to like chapter 20, 22.
Uh,
um, do you think like I guess like since you're an athlete, do you
mhm.
think that you have more opportunities and like for like when you get a job or whatever, like do you think okay, let me reword this. I'm sorry. Do you think you have like an advantage, I guess, a little bit of an advantage over people who like didn't play sports maybe just because of what sports taught you, or do you think like it's all the same?
In ways like I think we kind of do. In ways we don't. Like, okay, like our grades might not be where they could be. Say if we didn't play sports, we have all the time in the world to do homework. That might hurt us, but like we learn leadership skills, we learn time management. So it's like a job. We're basically in a job. We don't get paid for it.
Yeah.
That's basically the whole point of this chapter is like we have to wear uniform like a workplace, and we have to like follow rules, but like we don't get paid for any of it. So it's kind of like we're already in a job setting, kind of.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think yeah, I agree with you. Um, um
I'm trying to think. I swear I have like more I found in this chapter. I just like start blanking out. Let's see. Okay, it mentions here, like, while I was talking about uniforms, it says coaches receive huge deals from shoe companies while the players are limited to wearing the corporation shoes. So we're even forced to wear like certain things. Like, I don't know if
oh, yeah,
what sport do you play?
soccer.
Soccer. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
like for beach volleyball, we have to wear only black pants. We can't have random colors, can't have green, pink, or anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we can't wear any shorts we want to.
Oh,
Yeah.
huh. Oh, well, I guess like our team is kind of like that too, because like for practice, like we have different colors that we have to wear on each day. So
Uh,
like sometimes, like for instance, Monday will be like gray shirt, black shorts, black socks, and like if you're out of like if you're not wearing the right color, like you have to do fitness and stuff. So I
yeah.
guess like that could relate to that because like it is a uniform.
See,
Like the captains. Sorry, go ahead.
we're kind of like in slavery almost, kind of like what this chapter is saying. Like we have to like follow guide
Yeah.
through every day.
Yeah.
Like Mondays, we had to wear a black shirt. Tuesday, we had to wear gray. Wednesday, orange. Thursday, like
Yeah.
it's like crazy. It's like what the heck?
Yeah. No, ours are the same way. And our like captains want us to be in uniform. Like they want us to look uniform. That's what they always say. Like so, yeah, I get that. But
That's what mostly what I got that chapter was. I was like, oh my gosh, we actually are like
honestly, that's kind of true though. I never even thought about it like that.
scary.
Yeah, a little bit.
Mind blown.
But
And I just kind of like picked this chapter because I thought, oh, this is kind of interesting. And then I'm like, the more I was reading into it, I was like, oh no.
yeah, gosh, I might have to read that chapter just to like see.
Yeah, you'll
Just
you'll start
that
reading
kind
it. It's kind of crazy.
of. Huh.
But well, I think that's all I have on that
Yeah, I
chapter.
think that's all I have too. I don't really know what else to talk about,
So
but
I'll stop the recording right now. So I think